Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Good Sunday evening. We appreciate your time tonight at 6. I'm McKinley Struther. We start with updates from our president, who says the U.S. and its allies have evacuated nearly 28,000 people from Afghanistan in just the last 8 days. But the evacuation has been anything but orderly. Thousands of Afghans head to the airport to escape the Kabul rule, and at least 7 died today trying to flee. President Joe Biden says the chaotic pullout was inevitable.
Would have been true if we had started a month ago or a month from now. There is no way to evacuate this many people without pain and loss of heartbreaking images you see on television. It's just a fact.
There are 6 million people in Kabul, and officials say the base there is not equipped to evacuate all of them. Severe weather striking the Northeast this weekend. Tropical Storm HENRI weakened from a Category 1 hurricane status as of this morning, but is still posing a significant threat to millions of Americans. The storm is expected to weaken as it pushes inland, but it will still bring damaging winds and storm surge to parts of the East Coast. Flash flood watches are in effect for more than 35 million people.
Stay off the road, stay indoors. There's going to be heavy winds, a lot of rain. We could definitely be seeing some trees falling down. We need people to be safe.
Power outages already reported in 6 northeastern states Sunday morning. One power company in the region says it could take as long as 21 days to fully restore that grid. We want to turn to your forecast now here at home, where we're kicking off another week of summer heat. Meteorologist Justin McKee in for us tonight. So what is the latest on HENRI?
So it made landfall about 6 hours ago. That was just after lunchtime. In Rhode Island, don't have to say all that often. They don't really see a tropical system up that way very often. 16-mile-per-hour winds when that did make landfall, so it was a tropical storm at that time. And it's still a tropical storm, but it's barely holding on to that classification because the wind speed down to 40 miles per hour. If it drops in wind speed anymore, it's going to be down to a tropical depression. A big change that we've been seeing is the drop in the forward movement. So it's only moving at 7 miles per hour right now, and that is why that heavy rain and flooding threat is so significant, because this storm really just going to be sitting here for the next 24 hours or so, not going to be moving all that much as it becomes a tropical depression as we go into tomorrow, and then eventually moving out to the east as a remnant low as we head into Tuesday. I know folks in the Northeast going to be very happy when that happens. So you can see a couple of showers and storms here locally as we have been going through our Sunday. The chance for rain today wasn't all that high, and most of us actually have missed out on the rain so far. A big story today was the heat. Did get all the way up to 91 in Roanoke earlier today. 86 the current temperature. A few 90s still holding on to the map. Lynchburg and Danville. Hey, if you're getting the grill out this evening, looks like it's still going to be pretty warm. Possibility of fog again as we go into tonight. Most of you seeing lows down into the 60s, and it looks like it's going to be another hot one as we go into your Monday. The high 91 degrees, and we'll see the same kind of coverage of showers and storms during the afternoon and evening. The heat's not going anywhere anytime soon, so we'll have that forecast for you in a few minutes.
Authorities say at least 22 people have been killed in severe flooding in the state of Tennessee. Officials there say over 40 people are also missing in Humphreys County, that's just west of Nashville. Search efforts are underway right now as families frantically search for their loved ones. Deputies are advising people to avoid travel unless absolutely necessary.
They just went and got one of my best friends. It's recovered him when he drowned in this.
There's houses moved off their foundation, cars and trees. I mean, this is almost to biblical proportions here.
A scary situation there. The Tennessee Emergency Management Agency has activated a level 3 state of emergency as the result of that flooding. A major water main break has several areas without water in the northern part of Roanoke County tonight. The county's E911 center says at this time, Lock Haven, Northside, and Greenwich have been affected. In a Facebook post just after 11 this morning, the center says the water is expected to remain off for about 9 hours, which would be until about 8 o'clock tonight. We're working for you, and we'll update you if more areas are added to that list or if there are further delays. Happening right now, young local veterans are helping raise awareness about veteran suicide by hosting monthly meetings just to check in on their comrades. TNews News reporter Alexis Davila is working for you to find out how a simple dinner can end up saving lives.
Every month on the 22nd, local veterans gather at McAdoo's to express any thoughts that may be weighing on them. It's called the Buddy Check. It's an idea that started in Radford a few years ago to help prevent veteran suicide. But Mark Shelton, who served in the Army for 3 years, wants to expand the movement to other locations.
It's still really hard for people to find their group, to find their clique.
In the past, reports show 22 veterans a day took their own lives, and that's why the meetings are always on the 22nd. But a recent report estimates more than 30,000 active duty personnel and veterans died by suicide after 9/11 wars. Shelton remembers losing a friend at just the age of 25 who served with him in Afghanistan.
It's heartbreaking because it was one of the guys that kind of held the group together, but it's really sad. I'll never get to see him again. I'll never get to have a cigar with him again.
Daniel McCulloch is an Army veteran who says the meetings can be life-changing for veterans who may be on the fence.
As veterans, we have a alternate sense of humor, a different way of thinking than our civilian counterparts. So it's like we're able to talk about things that maybe you can't with other people.
McCulloch works with Shelton on a new nonprofit that aims to tackle the stigma of mental health among veterans.
Maybe they don't feel like they have a voice, so it's being that representation to them to help them.
At each buddy check, one guest will highlight a local resource for veterans who may want to seek further help. In Vinton, Alexa Davila, 10 News, working for you.
The Buddy Check gathering is happening right now at McAdoo's in Vinton and will last until about 8 o'clock tonight. If you're looking for immediate help, call the Veteran Crisis Line. That number is right here on your screen. We'll also have it for you on WSLS.com. Just after the break, a Star City barbershop is doing their part to give kids a fresh school look, how it honors the memory of a special customer. Plus, experts say now is when you can expect some wild visitors in your backyard. We're working for you with safety tips to keep your family safe.
WSLS 10 News, the proud winner of 2 2021 Emmy Awards for Best Daytime Newscast and Best Evening Newscast.
The first day of school is all about making a good first impression, right? So the barbers at First Impressions Barbershop in Roanoke got a lot of kids ready with a free haircut today. Now, this is nothing new for them. They host this every year, but this year they did so in the honor of 8-year-old Camden Brown. He was a little boy who died in an accidental shooting earlier this year. His mom volunteers at this event every year, they say. Camden got his haircuts at this shop, and the barber says that the shop is the best place to talk these kind of things through.
It's so important to talk to them about gun violence, about gun handling or lack thereof, bullying, cyberbullying, social media, so much going on that they're faced with.
Roanoke students return to the classroom on Tuesday. It's been a beautiful Sunday as we give you a live look from our Poor Mountain Sky Cam. Just after the break, meteorologist Justin McKee gives you a look at your work week forecast. In your consumer headlines tonight, Twitter is introducing several new tweaks to its direct messaging, set to roll out here in the next couple of weeks. Users will be able to share the same tweet with up to 20 different accounts separately. Twitter says it could lead to fewer accidental group chats. The company is also adding a quick scroll button so you can jump to the most recent message when looking through any past posts. Twitter is also now grouping messages by date. Facebook is testing Reels, Instagram's version of TikTok-like short-form videos in the news feed on the main app. It is also being tested in Facebook groups. In addition to watching Reels on the platform, you can record them directly from the Facebook app. The company says the test is in response to growing interest in the format of short videos. Elon Musk is showing off Tesla's artificial intelligence technology. Musk gave a preview of the Tesla bot, a robot with a screen for a face. He says the Tesla bot could be used for basic household chores, but is primarily intended for unsafe, repetitive tasks or work people would least like to do. Musk says a prototype is expected sometime next year.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
Still pretty bright in the New River Valley. We're approaching sunset, though. It'll happen around 8 this evening, so about an hour and 45 minutes left of daylight. This is the view over in Blacksburg at Virginia Tech right now. There have been just a couple of showers and storms kind of popping up and moving from the north to the south. It looks like around Halifax County, they've been seeing the most rain today. It does look like as we go through the next couple of hours, the chance of rain really going to be falling off. And tomorrow, it looks like a very similar time frame for the coverage of showers and storms. We're completely dry during the morning hours and through through the middle of the day. Eventually between 2 and 6 p.m. is when you could see a brief shower or storm, maybe a quick downpour and some lightning, but no severe weather in the forecast. The chance for rain really not going to be all that high over the next 7 days, staying in this 20 to 30% category basically on all the days, which of course we'll show you on the 7-day forecast in just a second. It was hot out there today, made it up to 91 degrees briefly in Roanoke, currently 86 degrees in the Star City, a couple of 90s still on the map, including Lynchburg and Danville. South Boston briefly cooling down there because of course they got the rain a little bit earlier. We're seeing temperatures in the low to mid 80s across the New River Valley right now. You can feel the humidity out there as well. The dew point's elevated this afternoon. You can see they're at about 65 right now, which is in that humid category. You're not going to see the humidity really dropping much over the next 7 days either. We're staying pretty warm as we go into this evening. You see the chance for rain does drop out of our forecast. The temperatures going from the middle 80s at 7 o'clock to the upper 70s by 10 o'clock. Eventually tomorrow morning, you're going to be waking up with temperatures in the 60s, a little bit above average for this time of year. The highlands probably our coolest zone, 63, 65 in the New River Valley, then the upper 60s across the rest of our zones. Can't completely rule out the chance for some fog, and the best chance for a little bit of fog tonight would be in those places that they get a little bit of rain today. As we go through tomorrow, it looks like we're going to be hot once again. Another chance to get up to about 91 in Roanoke, the upper 80s across Lynchburg, low 90s in Southside, and then the mid to upper 80s for folks over in the New River Valley. As I mentioned, the chance for rain staying pretty low and the heat really sticking with us into the new week. In fact, every single day in the Roanoke Valley expecting to get up at least to 90 degrees. For some perspective, the average high for this time of year is 86 degrees. Quick note for you in your town, going to be in Floyd County. Looks like that one's going to be pretty warm on Friday. And if you're not a fan of the heat, unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be keeping around as we go into next weekend and beyond. Good chance for the mountains to get into the upper 80s for the highs, and a lot of us, including Roanoke, Lynchburg, and Southside, going to be in the low to mid 90s. So really no relief from the heat coming anytime soon. I mentioned the storm chances staying pretty low, and of course we've been telling you about HENRI. It does not look like we're going to have any tropical trouble to worry about after that storm gets out of here. So what's the reason for all this heat? Basically, we have two high pressure systems, one to the east of us and one to the west. We're right in the middle of those. The jet stream is well to the north of us, and that keeps the storm chances low and it keeps our temperatures high as we go into the new work week. The low overnight tonight, 68. We get up to 91 again tomorrow. Mix of sun and clouds overhead, just a 20% chance of rain. And then you see the chance for rain staying low as we go into the new week, but the heat not going anywhere anytime soon. McKinley?
All right, Justin, thank you. You may see some wildlife lurking on your property around this time of year, and there are some safety tips you should keep in mind. Earlier this week, a resident spotted a bobcat in their front yard in Botetourt County. A wildlife biologist says it's normal around this time of year to see bobcats and other wildlife come out during the day looking for food for their young. He says eliminate possible food sources like full trash cans and bowls of pet food to help deter that wildlife.
This time of year, you got fruit trees that are bearing apples and peaches and pears and that sort of thing. So if you can, clean those up off the ground, because those are things that, again, attract wildlife to your yard.
If you need to report an aggressive conflict with wildlife, call the helpline and speak to a biologist at the number that is on our website, WSLS.com. We're already working on your newscast tonight at 11. You can expect updates on the pandemic and how it has impacted the African-American community on many fronts, and paying for education is no exception. What some historically black colleges and universities are doing right now to help.
And coming up in sports, a check on the NASCAR boys in Michigan. Virginia Tech welcomes a championship mentality to the defensive line, and a check on the Martinsville Bulldogs on the camp tour who are eager to get out of the doghouse. Sports is next.
Ahead for us, the severe and lasting effects of Tropical Storm Henri, the flooding that threatens New England now, and airlines ordered to help evacuations in Afghanistan. Will it impact flights here in the U.S.? Those stories and more ahead on Nightly News.
And top finishers, Larson taking third, Hamlin turning a top 5 finish today. DiBenedetto, a solid run coming in 6th. JGR drivers Kyle Busch and Truex Jr. also in the top 10. The First and 10 Camp Tour heads to Southside for a check on a program we haven't seen since 2019. But as I found out, the Martinsville Bulldogs are eager to take the field.
They lost hope.
When they told us we weren't going to have a season, it hurt me. It hurt me, like, in a severe way.
You know, we've been cooped up in the house this whole time.
So now it's like we got to take advantage of it now.
It's been nearly 2 calendar years since Lug Nut and the Bulldogs have gone to battle. Martinsville, one of a handful of teams who didn't have a spring season, getting back to structure and developing the will to win.
We're telling everybody, be ready to play more than one position.
Yeah.
because of our numbers and just not just being away from football itself. We're trying to relearn how to play the game again.
And it all starts with the nearly dozen seniors the Bulldogs will have this fall.
With Coach Martin, it's never a you thing. It's always us. You know, you can never put yourself above nobody. It's always we got to come together and do things. So I feel like with us, leadership is a big thing.
Teaching the younger guys, the new plays, but they've been learning quite well. We've done a lot better than we've been doing in the past years, so that's been a big plus.
As the Bulldogs return to form and open the season at Gretna, they'll do so with a chip on their shoulders.
They keep brushing us on, but we got something to prove this season.
We got a lot of fire. Just, tired of hearing everybody talk about Martinsville. I'm tired of it. I really am. I want to go smash some teams in their mouth.
Your news and notes, the Northern Trust will wrap up the final round on Monday. Red Sox leading the Hillcats at last check, and 7 p.m. around the way with EJ one-on-one with head football coach Cleve Adams.
All right, before we go, let's get a quick check of the forecast.
Yeah, this is already making me sweat, guys. It's going to be a hot week. Every single day, a good chance to get into the 90s if you live in, say, Roanoke, Lynchburg, or Southside. It will be cooler across the New River Valley, but not much so. And it does not look like the chance for rain really high at all over the next 7 days. So a much different week than last week. We had those issues with flooding and things like that. Not much rain, whole lot of heat.
August is going out with a punch, isn't it?
It's true.
Yeah.
But hey, fall's right around the corner.
That's true. All right, NBC Night News is next. We'll see you back here tonight at 11.